Samurai Jack, Season 5, Episode 1. Now this is how you bring a show back after so many years. I'm not really sure what I was expecting with this, but I was hoping that it would be kind of similar to the originals, at least a little bit, but it is similar to the originals in every single way. Like, you could watch the whole series of Samurai Jack and then pick up Season 5 right afterwards and not feel like it's different in any way, other than how it looks. Like, it's high definition, it looks really good, and it's widescreen, and it looks amazing. Not to mention the tone is a little bit darker, but it still feels like Samurai Jack. Everything about it feels like Samurai Jack. The voice acting, the sound effects, the scenery looks amazing as always, the music, and even though it is darker, it's like a grittier take, and Samurai Jack as a character really has his hopes down at this point, because I think it's been 50 years. So it's been 50 years since basically he was plunged into the future by a coup. And of course, during the first 4 seasons, he was on his quest to find his way back in time. But now he's pretty depressed. He's actually going mad a little bit, which was really interesting, because you would think after 50 years of trying to get yourself back to the past to stop this guy, every turn there's robots, there's monsters stopping you at every turn, and you fail at every single point. So after a while, it has to get to you, and it's surprising that he's not completely insane at this point after 50 years, which I thought was a really interesting thing. He was talking to like this phantom of himself, which looks like his former self, but is like his dark side almost. And it brings me to wonder if we're gonna see like a devil angel thing like on his shoulders. Like this blue phantom Jack is like his bad side, telling him to do bad things and kind of think negatively. I wonder if we're ever going to see the good Jack telling him to say, hey, don't get your hopes up yet. You know, there's still light in this world. But seeing his mentality fade really adds something to his character, because before he was just like unwavering goodness, but now after so long we see that wall of goodness has crumbled. And so for the episode itself, you know, he's going through, at first somebody's in trouble and he looks like he's not gonna save them, but of course you see that there is still that good part in him and he goes back and saves them. Now of course there's this robot bounty hunter, which was really cool, and his voice acting was really cool, which brought me back to the original and the kind of quirky, goofy voice acting and all that. And that fight was really cool, and his like vibro explosive blade was really interesting. But they definitely did a really good job with maintaining the style and everything from the original, and even, dare I say, make it a lot better. Now there's these daughters of a coup who basically are trained from little girls. So when we see them as little girls, they must have been a flashback, obviously, because we see them as little girls, then we cut to like the present of Jack, and then we cut back to these girls training and stuff, and they're specifically raised and trained to hate Samurai Jack and to eventually hunt him down and kill him, which I think shows how desperate a coup has become, because he now knows that bounty hunters are gonna fail. So what does he need to do? He needs to stop relying so much on robots and start relying on humans, but there's no humans skilled enough to defeat Jack. So he needs to essentially create the humans, raise them, train them during their whole entire lives up to a certain point to where they're capable of defeating him, and then go out and kill him. So I thought that's a really interesting concept for these daughters of a coup, and there was a slight hint of maybe they would be wavering with the whole ladybug thing and the lady squishing the ladybug. So it kind of seems like foreshadowing for that character to maybe become good. But anyway, I really enjoyed episode 1 of Samurai Jack. I think it's really on the right track, and so far looks probably to be better than even the original Samurai Jack series. But if you guys are watching season 5, let me know what you thought of episode 1. I thought it was really great, and I'm planning to do reviews for each episode. I will do my best, and I've got a couple of other Samurai Jack videos planned, like the top 5 fights, top 5 most badass moments, and things like that. So look forward to that. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you later.